The Trump administration now investigating a deadly Florida crash allegedly caused by an illegal migrant truck driver.
And officials say the suspect couldn't read English or understand road signs despite getting a commercial driver's license from 2 sanctuary states.
What?
Say what again? English, motherfucker? Do you English, motherfucker? Do you speak it?
Yeah.
Welcome to Male Reality Lessons, where topics are reviewed and discussed as iron sharpens iron. On Male Reality Lessons today, we're going to talk about illegal immigration and how the stumbling and bumbling policies of the past administration is still impacting us today, not just regarding the economy, but now it is literally costing lives on our highways. It seems that some sanctuary states are issuing licenses like handing out candy. And I'm not just talking about driver's license, we're talking about CDL license, where you have an 8,000-pound vehicle in the hands of an individual who can't, and I repeat, can't, not even read signs or speak English. But you don't have to believe me. Take a look at what happened in Florida, and 3 U.S. citizens lost their lives.
We've been looking into a recent crash on the turnpike in St. Lucie County that killed 3 people and asking questions about the semi-truck driver involved, who's now under arrest. Our Angie Toussaint is in the newsroom with more.
We've been digging into the report and making calls to get you answers about the driver, the company he worked for, and how he was able to obtain a commercial driver's license as an undocumented person, as that driver now faces vehicular homicide charges. Florida Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles say 28-year-old Harjinder Singh acted recklessly and without regard when making an illegal turn, which led to a crash that killed 3 people in St. Lucie County this past Monday. A 37-year-old woman from Pompano Beach and a 54-year-old man from Miami died at the scene of the crash. A 30-year-old man from Florida City later died from his injuries. We've been asking questions about the driver and working to find more information on his background. We now know that Singh, who was originally from India, entered the U.S. illegally after crossing through the Mexico border in 2018 and obtained a commercial driver's license from California. I emailed California's Department of Motor Vehicles to get details about Singh's qualifications. They have not yet responded to my questions. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says 5,936 people were killed in traffic crashes involving large trucks in 2022, 5,821 in 2021. We spoke with a local truck driver who is not affiliated with Singh. He said commercial drivers have a greater responsibility on the roads.
When you hold a commercial license, you're considered a professional driver, and you should know better.
FHSMV Executive Director Dave Kerner said the actions taken by the defendant while operating a commercial tractor trailer are both shocking and criminal. Singh now faces 3 counts of vehicular homicide. Florida Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles say he will likely be deported at the conclusion of the investigation. Florida Highway Patrol is now leading the investigation.
If you're enjoying the video, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Male Reality Lessons.
The Trump administration now investigating a deadly Florida crash allegedly caused by an illegal migrant truck driver.
And officials say the suspect couldn't read English or understand road signs despite getting a commercial driver's license from 2 sanctuary states.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Lucas Thomason is live in Washington with the details. Good morning, Lucas.
Good morning, Lawrence. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has launched a new investigation into this deadly Florida highway crash involving an illegal alien. Preliminary report says if states had followed the rules, the driver would have never been behind the wheel. It also says the driver responsible for that fatal crash that killed 3 people, quote, the driver failed the assessment, providing correct responses to just 2 of 12 verbal questions and only accurately identifying 1 of 4 highway traffic signs.
Wait a minute. First First of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Here's more from Secretary Duffy on X posting, here's what we know. Washington State improperly issued the driver a full-term commercial driver's license. Asylum seekers or illegal aliens are not allowed to receive this. New Mexico failed to conduct an English language proficiency test when they pulled the driver over for speeding. Had they done this, the driver would not have been on the road. We are also looking into California's issuance of the commercial driver's license. The failures here are despicable, and non-enforcement and radical immigration policies have turned the trucking industry into a lawless frontier, resulting in unqualified foreign drivers improperly acquiring licenses to operate 40-ton vehicles. The president and I moved quickly to require drivers to speak English, our national language, and launch a full-scale audit of how these licenses are doled out. Now, here's more about the driver. Harjinder Singh is accused of killing 3 people in a minivan in Florida after you showed the video after attempting an illegal U-turn through a highway last week in Fort Pierce, marked official use only, with his massive tractor trailer blocking the highway of a 4-lane highway. And the 28-year-old illegal alien faces deportation and 3 counts of homicide. The trucking company is also under review. And guys, that accident happened just an hour north of Palm Beach in Mar-a-Lago. Guys.
Wow. Thanks, Lucas. And we have all caught on video. Washington State is not allowed to issue a commercial driver's license to illegal aliens. They did. New Mexico failed to conduct an English proficiency test, and they pulled the driver over for speeding. Had they done that, the driver would not have been on the road. So, but both states, sanctuary states, lenient illegal immigrant policies, and the result is more death.
So this driver is driving down in Florida. He ends up being arrested in the state of California. So did he drive all the way across the country? If you get an illegal driver's license in a state that allows this, you drive all over the map, and he's being charged with killing 3 people, a 37-year-old woman, a 54-year-old man who was from Miami, then a 30-year-old driver of that car, of that minivan. You could see in the video the minivan just before it hits. So you know, obviously, they're alive. And as soon as it hits, 2 of them die there on the scene. 1 was transported to the hospital. And the driver, if you are in an accident, have you ever been in an accident? You get so nervous. You have a reaction. The driver didn't even have a reaction, just looks back and sees that the minivan hit him, did a U-turn in the middle of the Florida Turnpike.
Well, no reaction when people died immediately on the scene.
Correct.
So you see the, medical workers as well as first responders putting the white cloth over the body, and you still don't have a reaction after you see that? But I have multiple questions. First of all, who gave the test? Who administered the test? They should be banned.
You can easily find out, right? Don't you have to sign off?
Just investigate. These aren't easy tests. My dad's a truck driver, so who gave the test? Was there someone helping him with the test because the guy doesn't speak English? Was the test given in a different language? I mean, there's so many questions
You can only read 1 of the 4 road signs.
That makes no sense.
Right. I mean, so it's so interesting that he couldn't answer. They asked him 12 questions. He couldn't answer. He got 10 wrong. They asked him different questions about what signs to read. He goes, the rules they had, the driver would never have been behind the wheel if he was be able to answer these questions. The driver failed the assessment, provided correct responses to 2 of 12 verbal questions, and only accurately identified 1 of 4 highway traffic signs. But the other thing is, doesn't the dead reaction remind you of Laken Riley's killer in the courtroom? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that this guy's a mass murderer, like a killer, but he does kill people, and he doesn't seem to understand the gravity of the situation. The other thing is, I have a thorough appreciation. I kid around about driving that RV, but it was huge.
Right.
It is so hard to drive that car. You don't get training. In a million years, I would never drive anyone in that. Can you imagine if you put me in Russia and told me to drive an 18-wheeler? Mm-hmm. It's an accident waiting to happen.
Well, the company is based out of California, and according to the Miami Herald, the company took down its Facebook page on Monday. Google is now listing it as permanently closed. And then Sean Duffy said on Tuesday, or yesterday, he said in social media that there would be a federal investigation of this company, and said he's looking into how this driver got a commercial driver's license in California.
Since they have to cross state lines, the administration has to put a restriction when it comes to the CDL. If you're a CDL holder, I'm not trying to get into states' rights and all that. It's up to you to put pressure on your own state. But since most 18-wheeler drivers go across state lines, The feds should be able to have federal regulation.
I agree with you.
And there you have it. We literally have states issuing licenses as well as CDLs to individuals who we don't know their background, nor do they have a grasp of their English language or the ability to read road signs that are significant in traveling the highways and byways of this United States, and in a vehicle that can exceed in excess of 20,000 pounds. Basically, a bulldozer at high speed that can take out any regular commercial sized vehicle. But I want to hear from you. This includes my CDL drivers out there that are American citizens. In the comment section, give me your thoughts and opinions on this topic as well as any other topic here on Male Reality Lessons. As always, I want to thank you for watching. Smash that like button and have a good day.
Yeah.